Want to give birth to a boy or a girl?
Boy. Your life is your book. And this is my favorite chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, all things relationships abroad. Welcome back to All Things Relationships Abroad with Nikita Kamane. Today we have Queen, who's going to take us through her journey of getting pregnant and raising a child in China. Queen, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. By the way, you look beautiful.
Thank you, girl. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Queen is married. She is a mother and raising a child in China.
Yes.
Queen, please take us back a little bit, like from where are you from and what was the reason that you chose to come to China?
Okay, I'm from South Africa in Pretoria, and I met my husband 2015, and in early 2018, that's when I decided I want to come to China because I love to travel. So it was like we want to come to China for a year and teach and just see how everything goes.
Okay.
Then at first, my husband didn't really support the idea, but I had to find my way around to convince him, you know?
Okay.
So then he finally agreed. We came 2018, and come 2019, we felt like, okay, the year went by very quickly. Let's stay for another year. 2020, then coronavirus happened. So we couldn't leave, and early 2020, we found out that we were pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying you found out you were pregnant, so you did not plan it. You didn't sit down and be like, okay. I mean, usually if you are married, maybe I think you sit down and be like, okay, baby, I think we are ready for the next step. How about we start a family or anything like that?
Actually, before we even came to China, that was the plan. We always wanted to have a child.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is beautiful.
So, but God's timing.
Yeah, God's timing.
Yeah.
So how was the feeling? What did you guys
It was
think?
amazing. Honestly, it was amazing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is beautiful.
It was like an answered prayer.
Oh, that is really beautiful. Okay, let's talk about the school. So when you found out you were pregnant, you were working for, is it the same school that you work for now?
No,
It was a
it's
different
not.
school.
Yeah, I changed
So,
schools.
okay. How was the reaction when you had to
When I
tell
was
them
actually
about-
looking for a new school, I found many different offers. But as soon as they hear that I'm pregnant, they were like, ooh.
Oh.
Because I have to go work for a few months,
Mhm.
take leave and all that.
Maternity
So,
leave, yeah.
but fortunately enough, I still found a school that was ready to take me
Okay.
when I was pregnant. Yeah.
Okay. So when that school took you, were you guys already talking about the baby being born and you staying and taking your child to that school?
Yes,
Because-
we had an agreement because normally in China, if you give birth natural, you get 3 months maternity leave.
Okay.
And if you had C-section, you get 4 months maternity leave.
Okay.
But because I was going to a new school, I had to also compromise. So I took a month and 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel you were ready to go back home?
Yeah, I was
really-
actually ready. I
Really?
was. Yeah, I was.
Oh wow, she's
Yeah.
a strong woman.
I can say
Okay,
it
girl,
too.
you're very strong. Yeah, really. Okay, so take us through the journey of being pregnant. Like, how was it? How were you feeling? And when you, I mean, you have to see doctors like every month. I don't know how it is, but
Yeah.
how was it?
Okay, at first, it was. I felt like it was maybe going to be challenging, complicated, based on language barrier.
Yes.
But fortunately enough, my gynae can speak a very good English.
Oh.
So each time we go for our appointments, for checkups and everything was going smoothly for us here because she can speak good English.
Okay, that
So
is.
it
really
was not that
beautiful.
challenging. Yeah.
Okay.
And like the hospital too, they made sure like everything goes smooth because I was the first foreigner to give birth in that hospital.
Really?
So they made sure everything was
History.
going. So they made sure everything goes
Really
for
well.
us, yeah.
Yeah, so Queen actually has videos for us with the hospital experience and everything. Okay, now that looks amazing. Girl, I'm sure you enjoyed the experience. I mean, being there and you felt like
it
a
was
queen.
very comfortable. Honestly, it was
That's
very comfortable.
nice. How long did you spend there? How long were you like admitted?
We stayed in hospital for 7 days.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Is it actually? I wonder if it's the same as back home. I don't know. Do people usually stay that long?
No, actually, back home they stay max 4 days,
Mm.
but like 2-3 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is nice. So they just keep you longer just to make sure that everything is fine. Maybe the baby is
That's
okay.
actually that's how it goes here. Like you
Mm.
stay for 7 days,
Oh wow.
and they.
Actually, that is amazing.
Or maybe let me not say that's how it goes because I gave birth with C-section, right? So maybe I had to stay longer because of that.
Okay.
Because they were checking me and had to make sure everything was fine with me and the baby.
Okay, now we are going to have another video when the girl gave birth. Girl, how was the experience? Like, I always want to know from the mothers. I mean, I always have questions for the mother, like, how was the experience? Because everyone always has their own way of explaining it. How did you find it?
That cry you heard there, that cry alone, I felt like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So the feeling, I'm not sure if I can explain it, hey? The feeling is amazing. Like, oh, I was very thankful. I was happy.
She can't explain it.
Yes.
It's that beautiful.
Yes, yeah.
So when you found out that you were pregnant, and luckily your gyna could speak English and all of that, were you not scared of when you have to deliver, like the day to deliver? Were you not scared that maybe the doctors would not be able to speak English?
With giving birth, my plan was not to give birth in China actually. My plan was to, like when I'm about 6-7 months, to travel home, give birth, and then come back. But because the virus happened, I couldn't travel. And okay, we're like, okay, my husband's mom planned to come to China, but she couldn't. So
Okay, so
but with the support I got from my husband, it was amazing. It was really amazing. Like after giving birth, he took care of both of us. I can say that.
Aww,
he took care of me and he took care of our son.
That is really sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the baby's nationality? How does it work at the embassy?
Okay, my husband, he's from Nigeria. I'm from South Africa. But with the process, we were very clear about the process with the South African passport.
Okay.
So we registered, and China they don't recognize dual citizenship. So we only registered him in South Africa embassy.
Okay.
But he's full-blown Nigerian.
Okay.
He's a Nigerian,
okay.
yeah. So he's a Nigerian with South African nationality, born in China.
Okay, I see. So what about the rituals? Because child. Do you guys believe in rituals or you don't, maybe? Like...
Okay, with my husband being a Nigerian, they have their own tradition, right?
Okay.
So after giving birth, after 7 days, they have to perform a ceremony for the baby, naming ceremony.
Okay.
And we were here. We couldn't, but that didn't stop it.
Okay.
They still had the ceremony in Nigeria, and we had our celebration in China.
Wow.
So everything was done. Yeah. Even after when he would turn 1 year, we had his birthday celebration in China.
Okay.
They had a very big party for him in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, he's not there.
Yes.
That is amazing.
They had his picture. Yeah.
That is amazing.
I'll also share the
Wow.
pictures for that.
Okay, we would love the pictures. Thank you so much. Wow.
You're welcome.
So that means it really doesn't matter if
it doesn't. I feel like it's just an excuse.
Really?
Yeah. Because even if the baby is there, can the baby talk? No, it's just for the parents to do the right thing, right? So yeah, everything was done, everything right was done. And we need to remember it's for your child. It's not for me. It's not for my husband, but it's for my baby. So he couldn't stop doing what he must do for his child because we are not there or because we can't travel.
Definitely.
So everything was performed and everything's fine.
Did you guys have to send anything back home? Like maybe his clothes or picture?
No, they just used his pictures. We just
pictures.
sent pictures. And they framed the pictures and presented it like a with him.
Okay. Oh, I think that's the beauty of the ritual.
Yes.
Okay. So
That's all about doing the right thing for the baby. That's it.
Okay, let's talk about the nanny because you're a teacher, right? And your husband is also working. So, who takes care of the baby? And if it's a nanny, how much do you pay a nanny, girl?
The nannies in China, they are a bit expensive. But another thing, they differ from city to city. Just like as it goes with the salaries and the cost of living and all that, they differ from city to city. But are the nannies expensive in China? Yes, they are compared to back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
I feel like back home they are actually underpaying people.
That's true. That's true. We all know that.
Because what the nannies do is not what people back home, helpers back home do. They do more, but they get less. Here they don't really do that much, but they get a lot of money.
So the nanny comes in the morning or they are full time?
It's up to you actually.
Yours.
It's up to you. You can get a nanny that comes in the morning from whatever time you will agree and leave in the evening, or you can have a stay-in nanny.
Okay.
So it's up to you what you want or what you prefer. They can work 5 days, they can work 6 days, have 1 day off, or they can be stay-in. Even if you have a stay-in nanny, you still give them at least 1 day off. So it's actually up to you how you want.
So yours, how does you and yours? How do you guys?
Okay, with me, because my husband is actually self-employed. We had a nanny. We had a nanny that was a stay-in, but it got to a stage where my son was grown. We didn't really need her that much. Just like now, my son is going to school, right?
Yes.
So but we had a stay-in nanny. And it was expensive.
I can imagine.
But everything good for your child, right?
Of course. What happens to the baby's certificate at the embassy? Like, how do you get that working and stuff?
They need both parents. It's not a must that the parents must be married, but they need both parents. After a week max, your child will get a Chinese birth certificate. So for them to issue a Chinese birth certificate, they need both parents. Because they need your passport, they need the father's passport. It doesn't matter if you're married or not. And with the registration, after at least before a month, you need to go to the embassy to go and apply for your baby's passport.
With you being a mother and a teacher, do you feel any pressure with having to work during the day and then you have to come back home and take care of your family? And can you tell us about that? How's your experience?
Some days are better than others. There are some days where you feel so tired.
Mhm.
Okay, I need to rest. I need a break. And some days you're fine,
Mhm.
but it really is exhausting sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes it really is.
Yeah.
But just seeing a little one running around there,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
priceless.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked you a question earlier about
Amazing.
if you would consider or if you think you would maybe have another child in China, because she already has the experience. I mean, she's gone through the pregnancy. She was okay,
Yes.
and right now her baby is a very beautiful and healthy baby boy. So
Strong
this
boy.
strong boy, yes. This is what she had to say about that.
You already have the experience with the, having a child and raising a child in China. Like, I think obviously you haven't experienced anything because your baby still needs to go to school.
Yeah.
But if you think of the future, would you have another baby in China?
Most definitely. With my experience and with the kind of support and treatment I got from my husband, definitely. And even with the hospitals, the doctors, because everything went on smooth and perfect. So definitely.
That is nice. That's really nice.
Because
I mean,
like honestly, I really had. At first, it was a bit scary because obviously we didn't know what to expect, right? But as we take it step by step, as the journey goes, I really enjoyed my pregnancy, honestly. So yeah.
Are you not afraid that maybe your child might face a kind of racism that is more than maybe something you've heard of or something that you've been through or anything like that?
Okay, we face racism every day in China, right?
Mm.
But leaving South Africa and coming to China, I didn't know what to expect, right? But I was very positive.
Mm-hmm.
So with my son, I know it's something that he will face as he grows, but I'm very positive about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that seed of positivity is what I'm gonna plant in his brain. That look here, this is not your home. We came here, we are visitors here. You have your home where everyone is like you, everyone is waiting for you, everyone loves you. So whatever you see or experience here, just take it as nothing. We just visitors here. So don't worry about anything, because that's something he will definitely experience, right?
Of course.
Am I worried about it? Yes, I am, but I'm very positive because of how I've experienced it and how I'm gonna make it positive and plant it in his head that you don't need to worry about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically make it an everyday kind of thing. Like when he has to go to school, you will sit him down and have a session where you remind him of who he is, and when he comes back home, maybe you do the same.
Yeah, because he may wonder, like, okay, why am I different from everyone?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like those are the things that he needs to understand. Like, okay, I'm different, but I look like my mom and my dad. I'm just different from these people because this is not my home.
Yes,
I have my home where everyone looks like me. That's what he will know. So, for example, if maybe one of the kids in his classroom, they visit his home, they will look different, just like the way he looks different.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That's a beautiful way of putting it. Okay. Well, the reason why we are talking about this is because most of the times the children, foreign children who are in China, they experience hardship where they go to class and they are excluded. You know what I mean? They're excluded from the rest of the class. They're excluded from the groups and things like those, because some children would just don't want to be part of where the foreign kid is. So that is basically the reason why we are just going around with this part of your. Okay. Well, I think your baby will be okay though. He will definitely be fine.
Be okay with a mom like me.
Of course, yes. I mean, he
definitely
needs
be
a strong,
okay.
like if you're a strong parent, then he will really be okay.
And I will be more strong for him.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay, girl. Now let's talk about your school right now. Are you working for a kindergarten or?
Yes, I'm with the kindergarten.
Okay, so.
And after the holidays, my son will join my school.
Okay, so you have already spoken about that, and okay, so we had questions from the live that we did I think a week ago, some people asked about the school fees. Like, how is the school fees? So you've already spoken to your school about it, and can you tell us about that?
Okay, with the school, if you take your child to a different school, the kindergarten goes about 18,500. But if maybe you take your child, if you're a teacher in a kindergarten and you take your child there, you pay half. And I've heard that some schools you don't even pay at all. But with my school, you just pay half.
Okay.
Yeah, you pay 50% of the amount.
Okay. So I've heard also that most of the times international schools don't make you pay, like most of them, not all of them. So I guess maybe if someone wants to have a child, they can look for international schools where you just have to work there and they take your child and it's free for them.
I'm sorry for parents who will find themselves not working for international school. Those, the price range. But I think this school fees differs with schools, right?
Definitely, yes.
But they are a bit pricey. I can say that.
Yeah.
Because that 18,500 is only for 6 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not for the whole year.
Oh, that is costly actually. Yeah. That is really costly.
So that's 18,600 times 2 for 1 year.
My goodness. Yeah, that is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about because we had another question about diapers or nappies. Like people had so many questions on the line. So how was that when you got your child, and did you feel like it was too expensive, maybe from something you would have back home? Or
actually they are very cheap here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think everyone should have a child here.
Even the baby formula, I feel like it's very cheap here in China.
Oh, is it?
Well, let me say reasonable.
Okay. You thought you were going to spend a year in China. You thought it was going to be 2 years. Are you still planning to spend more years, or are you planning to go home maybe anytime soon?
I really wish to go home, but just to visit. But to be honest with you, I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm still here. I'm not gonna lie and say, okay, I'll be leaving in 2 years, I'll be leaving in 3 years. Time, no, I'm still here. I can hear you that 1-2 years plan, but 4 years later I'm still here, so I may as well say I'm still here.
Okay. So do you have any message that you'd love to leave for our viewers, or maybe someone who is in China and they are planning to have a child maybe one day, or people who have their children back home and maybe they're skeptical or they didn't think that it would be a good idea to bring their children here? So what would you like to say to them?
Sometimes you may just fall pregnant, right, without planning. But to every single mom planning to have a child or who wish to have a child in China, just make sure you are mentally ready. Just be mentally ready for yourself and for your child. Even the parents who want to bring their child to China, it's a very good opportunity. They will learn a lot, but first thing first, just be prepared mentally and just be strong for your child. And again, to those maybe who are scared or thinking a lot, like it's doable. Like it's doable. You just need to be ready, and you need your partner's full support. You need your partner's full support.
Definitely.
Otherwise, all the mummies who would like to have their kids in China, you can do that. It's doable. Just be ready. Just be strong for your kid, and the parents who want to bring their kids to China.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your beautiful words. As you have heard,
Welcome.
Everyone, it is doable. Queen is doing it, so can you.
But above all, you need your partner's full support.
Well, all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Period.
Yes, and be financially ready, because wow.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Chan. Money.
Ching ching.
Thank you so much for watching All Things Relationships Abroad with Nikita Kamane. Please do subscribe, like, and don't forget to comment, because we love to know your own views and keeping you engaged.
If you believe you have a story that you'd love to share, please do send us a WhatsApp text or an email. Because anyone can tell your story, but no one can tell it like you can. Until next time, all things relationships abroad.